I did a video a couple days ago and it was titled 15 tips for helping people move to the Philippines, giving you some ideas on things you should take care of before you come here. And I'll link the video up here. I think it's on this side. Anyway, after I posted that video, I got a few questions from guys asking me to go into deeper detail on the money, how to get money here, how do you handle money, just everything about it, how I get it in my hand. Well, I thought I'd do that right now and tell you that it's not that hard. It's very, very easy. I mean, it's very simple. And the way I do it is all my money, I keep it in banks in the US. A lot safer than being in the Philippines. Because in the US, banks, if anything happens to your bank, all your money is federally insured up to $250,000, right, each account. So that's not bad. I mean, I wish I had, more than that where I had to, have a separate account, but I'm under that 250,000. But it's insured up to 250,000 because here in the Philippines, you have a bank account here, it's insured up to 1 million peso. And, depending on the exchange rate, the million peso is like 18,000 US. So anything over that you would lose. And, it's, good luck trying to get that 17 or 18,000 back. That'd probably, I would just, you might just wave that goodbye, make it, no headaches there. So I just keep all the money in the US banks. I even have my Social Security check deposited right in the account over there. I get mine the second Wednesday of every month, and it goes right in there, no problem. Even though I'm here in the Philippines, it goes right into the bank there. And the reason I do that is because if you have it sent to a foreign bank, you have to return a proof of life form every year. And the way you do that, you have to go on the Social Security website, you download the form, and then you send it to the office up in Manila. And you just don't send it regular mail. It's too important for that. You send a courier service and you have the tracking number to make sure it gets there, and it's all safe, because if it doesn't get there and they can't prove you're alive, you'll miss out on your checks until you can get that straightened out. I actually know somebody who something like that happened to, and he got it. He only missed 1 month, and he is not dependent on that, so it was good for him. But when you do get that, when it does start back up again, you get that back pay the month he missed. But if you're here and you're just living on Social Security and you depend on that money every month, it's not going to help like 3 months down the road when you get it. You need it those other 2 months. So it's very important what you do with that Social Security. And I don't like to give advice. I'll just tell you what I do. I have it sent to that bank account in the US and just wire myself over money every month. And that brings me to the next part of the equation is, how do I get the money here? I just use a money transfer service like Wise, Remitly, Western Union, MoneyGram, Zoom. There's so many of them out there, and you just have the app on your phone and on your computer. That's what I do. I have it on both, so that way if I'm out and I do need to transfer some money, a bigger amount than what you can get from an ATM, I can do that. I have the app on my phone and on my laptop. And what I do is, when I'm going to send money, I go on Wise and Remitly, and I found out those, well, to me, I found those are the best ones to use, and they give you the best rates generally. I go on both of them at the same time and look to see which one's going to give me the best deal, and that's the one I go with and it's usually Wise. They're usually the ones that usually come out with the best numbers. But it's very easy to use the app or the website on those transfer services. Very easy. And once you hit submit, you put in all your information, you hook up your bank account to those accounts, to those companies, and you hit submit, you'll get a receipt right away. And that receipt has a 10-digit number on it. It's called a Money Transfer Control Number, the MTCN. It's a 10-digit number. That's what you need to go pick up your money. Very important you have that number with you when you go to get the money. And where do you get it? There's so many places here. With all the OFWs, the overseas foreign workers, sending money back home to take care of their family and friends. There's on every corner there's one, and they're Cebuana, Immobilier. There's Western Union offices, even banks. If you see whatever company you use, Wise, Remitly, Western Union, if you see their logo on the door of the bank, you can get it at the bank even. And you just go in there with your passport and that 10-digit MTCN number. They'll have a little form for you to fill out with just your name, your address, phone number. You can put an email in there if you want. You put that MTCN number on there. You put the amount of money that you're going to receive. You sign it. You go up to the counter with that form and your passport, give it to the clerk. You wait a few minutes and they'll give you the money. They'll count it out right there in front of you. And you should count it out right there too before you leave. And that's it. Very simple. And you can use ATMs to get money, but if you're going to take out a lot of money, those ATM fees are going to add up, because most ATMs here, they only allow you to take 10,000 out at a time. And to use the machine, the basic rate here is 250 pesos to use it every time. So if you're going to take out 50,000 and you got to do 5 transactions, that money is going to add up quick. So it's usually better to just transfer over the money with Wise or Remitly. But if you're out and you need money real quick, you got a little money, you can use the ATM, but just remember that it's going to charge you 250 pesos just to use it. But that brings me to my next point, is get a bank that reimburses you for the overseas transactions, the overseas money transactions. There's a lot of them. I use Charles Schwab, and every month, right on the first of the month, it goes right in there. They reimburse me all the fees for using the machine. Any fees automatically reimbursed. So that's awesome. But I don't use the machine that often. I try not to use the ATMs that much, because I heard stories of guys that they had their bank accounts closed because they used it too many times, and the bank doesn't want to sit there and refund you all that money all the time. So just be careful when you use the ATM to get money out. And then with your credit cards, just make sure that you let your credit card companies know that you're going to be traveling, and they might see some charges from overseas. So that way, when you're somewhere and you going to use a credit card, it doesn't get stopped. And credit cards here, you can use them a lot. If you go to a little sari store or a little carinderia, a little mom and pop kind of thing, they're not going to take credit cards. But at the malls, bigger stores, they take them, no problem at all. They're very good, at taking credit cards. But one thing, when you get here and get a Philippine number, the best thing to do is get a GCash account. It's kind of like Apple Pay, where it's an app on your phone and you load money onto it. And a lot of places here, they take that. Even those little carinderias, like I just mentioned, sorry stores. A lot of them take GCash. So if you don't have any cash on you and you want to buy something, GCash is a very good way to go. It's used a lot. I mean, it's very easy. Even those money transfer services, Wise, Remitly, Western Union, you can transfer money and put it right onto your GCash. But you know, I really don't keep that much money on there. A couple thousand peso on there. I was like, I just don't like keeping money on apps like that. But GCash is a good thing. You can use that at a lot of different places. Now, bank accounts. Bank accounts here, you can't have one until you're here for 6 months, 6 continuous months, and you have an ACR card. That's a Alien Certificate of Registration. I think that's what ACR stands for. And you can't get that until you're here 6 months. So, you know, you can't do it for 6 months. What I did is, when I did open my bank account, I opened a US dollar account and a Philippine peso account. So what I do is, like, if I need some money, I'll wire transfer money from bank to bank and put it in my dollar account. And then when the exchange rate gets good, or you know, I think it's high, I'll switch it over into my peso account. So that's another little trick there, but you just can't have a bank account until you're here 6 months. So getting money here is not a hard thing. I mean, it's very easy. The whole process, when you use those money transfers, it depends on what you do. If you send it from bank to bank, it could take 2, 3, 4 days. But if you send it for cash pickup, it's right on the apps it says in minutes, and it's usually like right there. Like as soon as I hit send, I get the receipt, and a few seconds later I get, hey, your money's ready to be picked up. So it's not really, you know, a big deal to get money here. So it's very easy. Don't worry about it. Well, I hope this video helped explain a little bit better and a little more in depth on how to get money here. So don't sweat it. It's very easy. And thanks for watching, and check me on the next one.